Here with Lake Speed Racing. He's selling all of his NASCAR stuff and you could buy it. Does that sum it up pretty well?
That pretty much puts it in shape.
Somebody could make you an offer for any of these?
Yeah. I'm not going to try to do any more of this, and actually go back to the go-karts and fool with them some. Be turning 77 here in a few days, and the stock car thing is just more than I can handle. So we just got some nice stuff. If somebody wants to get involved with this, we can take care of you pretty much. If you don't have anything, we could cover take care of pretty much anything and everything you wanted or would need.
So somebody could buy Job, lock, stock, and barrel, ready to go.
Right.
Race vintage stuff this year.
Yeah. This stuff is really nice stuff, and I mean, you can go online. This is not like buying a motor from Joe Blow from Idaho or whatever. You can go online and watch him build it. So that's one thing that Mitch and these guys have done. They followed this whole program from the start all the way through. So you can see everything either on the dyno, you see it when they were going through the procedures of building the engines. You see the results when you see the dyno results, and then you see the thing on the racetrack too. I mean,
all right, let's just continue that. It's so cold, my batteries keep dying. There's some technical difficulties here. So I guess in addition to the cars, you got all these noses and tail pieces, which would be worthwhile to
a lot of body
restoration people.
For different kinds, you know. Said 90, what was it, 93, 94s, T-Birds, and then Taurus there as well.
You got Taurus tail, 2 new old stock Taurus noses, hood, trunk. Looks like 3 or 4.
The hood over there, and tail deck lid.
Oh, I didn't even see those. Yeah, that's true. These 3 appear to be the same. This one looks like it was on a car, got cut off. That one looks like it was never painted. Same with that, that's new. That's a little bit newer style, I don't know. I'm not...
T-Bird's different.
Yeah, I'm not super up to date on the different iterations of Thunderbird nuance. But all the Taurus stuff is for that chassis over there.
That's what was the plan. You know, I just... little background, the chassis over the bare chassis over there is the one I was driving when I crashed and ended my career. They repaired it and took it back to Sonoma the next year and put it on a pole. And I don't know what happened in the race, but I know they sat on a pole with the thing. When they changed over to Dodges, they started to rebuild it. Again, they skinned it, took the skin off of it, and then quit and decided to just build a brand new car altogether.
Let's go look at it. This might be useful to somebody because it is a road course specific chassis with the battery box on the right side. I would imagine all the frame rails are equal. And
it's really right. I mean, we had the fastest car in practice. We had already been fastest all practice before I crashed and cut a tire down in our practice qualifying run and hit the wall, tore the front end of it up. But no, it was an excellent race car. At that time, it was as good as it was. They rebuilt it. It's qualified on the pole next year.
From what I gather from what you said before, you'd want to sell this with all the parts you have for it.
Yeah, we got enough parts to put this and make it into a complete car. Period.
Well, let's go look at those, see what they're...
All the pieces and parts are over there. And I think they got the shoulder on it, doing the harness and stuff. But
they're not just random parts, they are the parts for that car.
Yeah.
Like that chassis 12 is what it was, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
All the parts in here say 12. Even the dashboard over there, Kent says Kodiak on it.
Yeah. It's got everything to put it back together. It's like putting a puzzle back together.
You even have the seats back there that say Cartoon Network Wacky Racing on it. One of them does anyway. I guess you got an engine too. That's the other test engine.
The other C3 that we bought them in Pro Motor went through. We rebuilt this.
This made
That's
almost 800, 770 something, didn't it?
770, 780. Well,
How much is this one?
I don't know. We'll see what it brings.
I guess if you don't say a price, you'll get offers, but you also get people emailing you and say, "I'll give you $500 for it."
Well, they wasted a phone call.
I can't remember, or keep forgetting that not everybody who would watch this may have been up to speed on that. So we should probably say the engine and stuff that's in this car.
Yeah.
This is the turnkey car. Doesn't have a key, but it's flip switch. It's ready to go.
Yeah. We just came, it's sitting here just like it came off the track at DR a couple of months ago. We tested it and everybody wanted to see it on the racetrack. We put it on the racetrack. Plus, selfishly, I was really wanting to get back in the car and drive it too. So that was amazing to see. We put 2 gear sets higher rear gear in it, and it still got on the rev limiter on the end of the straightaway. So that almost 100 horsepower more really made a lot of difference. It was quite a bit faster than it had been.
So this is a roughly 780 horsepower C3 in this car too. It's almost the same as that engine over there.
Yeah.
And you built this chassis in this building, didn't you?
Yeah.
This was a car you raced.
Yep. Guy that built the chassis for me, he started out building all the chassis at Hutchins and Pagan, which, he built a lot of race cars. A whole lot of race cars in his career before he came over here and went to work for us full time. He wanted to go to the racetrack too, not just sit there and fabricate chassis in the shop all day. But fantastic fabricator.
Was that chassis built here too?
No, this is the only one we built in-house.
Really?
Yeah. We did a lot of repair work in here. The same guy did noses, did front clip, rear clip, whatever crash work happened to a chassis or something like that. But no, that chassis only got one race on it.
Which race was that?
Talladega in '93, the last race that we ran out of this shop. It's a car that's got one race on it.
Which is new 625.93.
It's every piece and part on it, other than the motor, was brand new when it was built. Has almost 0 time on it.
So this car is ready to go. This one's kind of a time capsule. Not ready to go. Don't know what the engine
You'd have to do something with engine-wise for it, but other than that, it's ready to go too.
It's still set up for Talladega, I would imagine.
I imagine, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd be very interested to know what's up there.
Make a race car out of it. You can do that easy enough. If you want it for a collector, all you got to do is wipe it off a little bit more, maybe, and get some of the tire rubber out from under the hood. Put it on display. It was on display for over 15 years at the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought this car was just a rolling chassis. I didn't know it was complete like this. This is a real great surviving example of what a pretty much all original car looks like from 1993. There's an oil pump, says RYR07 on it. Oh, even the water pump, it says LSR 88 something. I guess that was one of your old engines that says stamped LSR.
Oh, everything that's here came out of this shop. There's nothing that came somewhere else other than that piece over there,
I'm super intrigued by this engine. Everything about this
There's a miniature of one of them too, right there.
is that included? If you buy one, do you get the other?
Yeah, you can get 2 for 1 there. The miniature with it.
Or is it the the first car to sell gets the go-kart too. Is that the incentive?
That might be a good idea. I'll take that. I'll go for that.
Is that your pit sign back there?
Probably is. Yeah.
I never noticed that.
But yeah. You keep climbing stuff around here. There's stuff around here. Do this.
Been in here a bunch of times and I'm seeing things I never noticed before.
Yeah. Well, the main thing is if somebody wants to go vintage stock car racing, you got a piece. All you got to do is put gas in it, go. Everything's done for you already. It's got a pretty good track record too, so it's not like it was an also ran car.
Yeah.
Right up front with a lot. One probably ran one at least half or more of the races we went to.
And you were still running just a little bit faster than that guy in the newer car at VIR last time too, so it can still run good. So if anybody buys this car and it does bad, it's not the car. It's the driver problem.
We have to worry about that. And we got all notes and everything to help you with the chassis work on it and change stuff and what we ran, where we ran too, so we could be a help their way too.
Having you as a resource in that capacity would be a big selling point.
Be glad to be able to help.
Now, what kind of stuff did you have to do? I know you did things that you didn't have to do, like move the oil tank, but what would you have to do to this car to make it function well on a road course? Maybe not be perfect, but turn left and right.
The biggest thing would be to change the rear end housing. And we got road race rear end housings over here and amongst all this other parts and stuff. We got plenty of, I got 2 or 3 of them up there.
Oh, we'll go look at those there.
So
just a minute.
That would be the main thing you would have to do to it. And then other than that, just probably change a little bit of the front end geometry and put a good motor in it and you'll be ready to go.
Yeah, if someone did that, I hope they wouldn't crash it or something, because the body is so
it's perfect.
It's so nice. It's got all the original contingencies still on it, and it even says 1992. These ones back then, they were screen printed decals. They weren't printed like inkjet printed and laminated like the newer ones, so they just look more vivid.
Yeah.
Probably something a lot of people don't notice, but I notice it. How about your accessory parts over there, like you were talking about?
Oh,
rear ends and all that.
There's sometimes who wants what, but there's rear end, there's trailing arms, there's got seats and brake pads and gosh knows what that. Clutches, carburetors, alternators, all coolers and radiators. And
so if somebody sees something they want, they just send you an email, say, how about this thing?
And look at all the air boxes and vents, ducts, and spirit, was this all kind of stuff.
Oh, I could actually use one of those.
All cooler, rear end pumps. You know what you need.
And you got some gears in here too?
Yeah, got a bit of salt in the gears, pretty much. There's where we ran the vintage stuff. We had the rock gears for the tracks that we went to.
So I can't tell.
Our transmission down there.
See, 471, 529. $476 maybe. 560. I don't know what that is. 463 on the back.
Yeah, I got a list of. I have some of them. for jokes and things,
It's a T10.
drive shafts up there. Rear housing over in the car. There's springs galore, which if you're under vintage stuff, it may want some of those too. Way on.
Are all the rear end housings you have road course rear ends?
I can't swear to that. I know some of them are, but because that was another thing I was. Well, I went to some auctions and picked up all this stuff, here stuff, all these dry plates, just hubs down there, front hubs, just kind of thing. Spindles, steering arms,
Brake calipers.
I think either if somebody's doing something real vintage, I thought there's an Earhart calipers around there somewhere too.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be something. Is that them?
No, that's JFD.
There's a couple in there.
That's maybe as old as I have. Looks like fishing pops, but it's all shock stuff.
Oh. For all the Penske stuff.
Yeah, all Penske stuff. That opens up, but there's a ton of stuff out there.
All that stuff is still applicable too.
Guess these.
Wow.
Whoa. And one other thing, could you? This big one is the surface plate.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna do this stuff, you're gonna need to have a surface plate so you can measure stuff and actually know what you're doing.
Do you got no prices or don't make stupid offers below X amount? I won't even answer or something to.
Yeah, just reasonable stuff is, be reasonable and do some business.
So what kind of offer? Like, don't offer me X amount for that car because it's not worth your time. Like, it's just so you're not getting offers that are so low they're just clogging up your inbox.
Yeah, I don't think I should take any less than $50,000 for that car. And I'm thinking, freaking motor. I mean, you can't go buy an engine like that.
Yeah, you got to build it. Take time,
And,
money.
well, it's going to cost some money
Mhm.
to get something that produces that kind of horsepower and got that quality of work that's in it too. I mean,
Be that fresh.
I doubt very seriously that Pro Motor sells an engine like that for anywhere close to that.
No, I mean,
I'm sure.
it'd be hard to find a C3 to even build from, and people aren't going to take a C3 and probably put all that stuff in it because there's a lot of things in that engine that are little things that make big differences, but they cost a lot of money, and those types of things aren't usually the kind of things that people spend money to put in an engine for a car like that that's vintage racing. That's like heavy competition, R&D budget type of things. That's what happens when your son is a oil guru and works for a piston ring company. You have access to all of those things, and all that stuff is in that engine.
Yeah, that's got the latest and greatest and everything's in it. I don't think you can go to the store and get it.
No,
That's what I'm trying to say.
this is the store, and there's one in stock.
Especially when it comes to the latest and greatest technology in the piston and stuff.
And then you say you had some fire suits and helmets and stuff you want to sell too? Yeah.
Look at some of that stuff.
It'd be interesting people with smaller pocketbooks.
Yeah. Well, it's like that darn hip sign you saw. I hadn't seen that or even thought about it. There are people that are collectors, memorabilia collectors, that always think.
I know I had a guy message me or email me during one of those other videos where he wanted that banner That one specifically. He's like, would Lake still have that banner on his wall? I'm like, I don't know. It's on his wall.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not that one.
Nah, you know, some of the stuff that's, you know, just really memorable stuff that you can hang around and look at. You know, I got a ton of pictures I'd like to put up and, you know, just kind of help you remember everything. And some of our crew pictures, I really want to get them up here in the shop because you'd be surprised how many people in NASCAR, crew chiefs and people that have been crew chiefs, maybe retired by now, how many came out of this shop. I got one picture, it's got 3 crew chiefs in it. NASCAR full-time, big-time name shop that were all working here in 1993.
I think we did a video about that too. I think we did a video about that group of people that there were so many of them that this was like their launch pad.
Oh yeah. We were very fortunate. We had a lot of really good people come through that work with us and give them their starts. A couple of them gave them their first job. They went on to be big time winning crew chiefs in NASCAR.
I just think that's so cool.
Yeah, cool. It was really good. Memorabilia. Oh, what's up here? I think this may be cure itself. Good.
Yeah. So that would have been the matching helmet for Job. And Amos number 3, which was the name of the other car. No cookies included.
Yeah, and there's uniforms back here.
And somebody could make you an offer for any of these.
Yeah, I love them for sale. I'm thinking this is probably the most valuable one right there.
Yeah, that's your kingpin. There's a lot of Cartoon Network collectors.
Their jackets is all kind of full of delicate. I don't know what that is, so that's just a trailer. And then Pontiac, tail yarbor lip, full back. Another Purette shirt color. Spam.
Spam.
Spam. And more Spam.
Spam.
Purette. Rain suit. That was Oldsmobile team stuff. Oldsmobile, when we was out in Oldsmobile, they gave those out.
Yeah.
Another Spam jacket. That was from the Prestone days.
So what is that? Would that have been like 1980 in the 66 car or something? I don't know what that orange was
From
from.
later than that, what, 80 was 60. I didn't know it was 66 car in 80. Really? Yeah, I did. Well, no, I didn't. I mean, just being older, you remember, you start throwing numbers at me. It's crazy. But this would have been early.
Yeah, that's an old henchman. Looks like a henchman.
It is. I think everything is sensing. I remember, right? I have to look inside. I do. I don't know. You see?
No, just all I see is Nomex
Yeah.
and washing instructions. But this says Oldsmobile. Wasn't that a Monte Carlo when you started with the big cars?
Yeah, that was Monte Carlo.
Those would have been something else.
So Oldsmobile didn't come along until we started this shop.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the first Oldsmobile I had was in '87.
So that may have been your first Lake Speed racing suit before you got the official wins one.
Right. We tested before we got a lot of that stuff. Had a full Crestone deal. But later.
This one's cool looking.
That was in '80, I think. Is that right? Or not even 90. Excuse me.
It was like after wins, wasn't it? You had a yellow car for a couple of races.
No. There's band uniform.
What happened
Some
to
more stuff here.
the Texaco fire suit that you ran with Yates?
Got sold.
Really?
Somebody else owns that now.
Was that recent?
Yeah, recently. Sold several things here recently. Uniforms, a helmet, the tree shirt,
Oh, there's a Wayne's jacket.
wind jacket. Harley Davidson. That was from Kyle Petty, right across America.
You did that?
Yeah, did that like 4 times, I think,
Oh, really?
like that.
I didn't know you were a Harley guy.
I would. My brother had one of my brothers, he had a Yamaha dealership for 27 years.
Huh.
He'd send me a Gold Wing to ride.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I'll do Honda. I know what to do. That's part of there's something for that too. This was when I was running the historic stuff.
Was that one of your last? Didn't Junior say that was your last melling suit or something because it didn't have any sponsor on it?
And I could believe that. I could believe
It
that.
does say Winston Cup.
Got melting on it, and yeah, that was probably a changeover there. Same thing here, imagine melting on that too. That was just on the, what's before. I guess it's a year before 87. It was 87. The Nebraska thing that happened, and then all of a sudden they backed out at the last minute, and we wound up with no sponsor for full season, and Mellon foot bill on her. So that was everything was red. They Mellon stuff they went in red. So Baja was a guy was a boat company that helped me finance me when we early started out of here, and we didn't have anything to work with. And Doug was helpful, very helpful in keeping me alive there for a while when things went south.
Dog Chow.
Mm-hmm.
So you a dog food sponsor?
No, I don't know where. I think this was a Wives Auxiliary.
Golf classic.
Wives Auxiliary that Winston Cup wives you're in. Winston Cup shirt, just that's something Winston gave us for some event wherever we were. Then I go Texaco.
That's a Yates era.
Texaco. More Texaco shirts. Texaco shirts. Another Haviland Texaco shirts. Then when I was helping Bobby Hillen, after my driving career was over, he had Kleenex. Clean shower. And then after Bobby shut down, these guys hired me to manage their team.
Midwest Transit.
The
50 car.
Yep. Got it says 99 going down to
Ricky Craven.
Ricky Craven. That's right. Yeah, Ricky got Ricky in the car. He drove that. Just almost won New Hampshire. I think he sat on the pole up there and had an awesome race. That was all I did with trying this stuff. And there's just some Melling shirts. Melling. More Melling.
A lot of melling.
Not a Melling.
Those spam pants.
Gal court. Spam pants.
You got spam pants. Spam jeans.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, and hat.
Somebody's going to want that.
That spam jacket. That's not down there now.
Oh, yeah.
That out. Now, let's see what it's more is spam shirts, crew shirt. Delta Faucet, they sponsored us at Indianapolis one year. They had a cool Mellon shirt. This is Cartoon Network world now. We get in Cartoon Network. More Cartoon Network. More Cartoon Network. More, what's that?
Cartoon Network, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo on there. There we go. Scooby-Doo.
There's a lot of Cartoon Network.
What was that character's name?
I don't even know. It's before my time.
So, there we go.
Another one.
Wide version of it. Pure spam.
More spam.
Yeah. No. That's cool. And spam.
Oh, that's neat.
Look at this. How about that? Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I might want to buy that one.
We got some of those too. I think we might have a box of them actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are those at?
Right across the aisle here, I think.
Ooh.
Quality Care shirt. More Quality Care. Motorcraft.
You autographed that one. You signed the collar.
Yeah, so I knew it was my shirt. So it didn't get mixed up with the rest of the guys, I guess. The Ford knit shirt. That's a Quality Care shirt. Again, there's some ministry that we got involved with somewhere. Racing for the Cross ministry. I don't know where they are located. And then this is just in the closet upstairs when I bought all this stuff down, but that's for my carting bill. And no, this is not for sale. Bridgestone tile can.
Wow.
British School of Motor Racing.
That's pretty cool. This would be one of those things in your case in your office, probably.
Yeah. Stuff just gets put away and you don't see it anymore. That was the cart business, Low old fair cart business before I got into stock cars.
So if somebody wants to make an offer, where do they go?
They go to lakespeedinc@gmail.com if he's got something that that interests you, and give me an idea of what you think it's worth, and
Do you
to you, and we'll see whether we can do some business.
Do you offer shipping, or would they have to come here and get it?
Depends on how big it is.
Okay.
I'm not going to be shipping any cars or any big race car parts. None of that would all have to be picked up here.
Okay.
But I'll make arrangements for it.
So you're willing to if someone wants to.
Yeah,
Okay.
You want to do it, they can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I imagine there's people all over the country that have vintage stock cars. So there could be people from anywhere from the West Coast to Canada that could want a nose or tail or something like that.
Yeah.
They'd have to make arrangements to get the parts to them.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I think we covered everything. If we didn't, I don't know. You can always ask a question.